Hello everyone, and welcome. My name is Sarah, and I'm a community health nurse here at Oak Lane Wellness. It's so good to have you with me today. I want to start by saying this isn't going to be a lecture. This is a conversation. A conversation between friends who care about feeling their best, especially in the morning hours, when our bodies are just waking up to the world. Does your morning sometimes feel a little sluggish? Perhaps you stand up and feel a bit lightheaded for a moment. Or maybe that first hour of the day feels a bit foggy, like your brain is still warming up from a long night's sleep. If that sounds familiar, I want you to know it's a very common experience. It's not necessarily a sign that something is terribly wrong. Rather, it's a gentle signal from our bodies, asking for a little more care, a little more understanding. You see, our bodies are incredibly wise. They've been with us through decades of life, and they know what they need. Sometimes we just need to slow down enough to listen to what they're trying to tell us. I know there are a lot of scary headlines out there about stroke risk and aging. Headlines that can make you feel anxious and powerless. They talk about all the things that might go wrong, all the fears we should carry. But today, we are not going to talk about fear. We're going to talk about harmony. We're going to explore how we can work with our bodies in the morning, not against them. We'll discover how a few simple, gentle shifts can make a world of difference in how you feel. Not just today, but for all the mornings to come. These aren't dramatic changes. They're whispers of wisdom that your body has been hoping you'd hear. There are no complicated rules here, no expensive gadgets, no perfect routines that only work for other people. Just simple, practical wisdom that I've shared with hundreds of people just like you at our clinic. So pour yourself a glass of water, get comfortable, and let's explore this journey together. Your body has been waiting patiently for this conversation. Let's begin with the very first moment of your day. Waking up. For many of us, the alarm goes off, and it's a race. We swing our legs out of bed, stand up, and head straight for the bathroom or kitchen. I call this the rhythm of rush. It feels normal, even efficient. We've been doing it for years. But for our bodies after 60, this rush can be a significant jolt to our internal system. Think about it this way. All night long, your body has been lying horizontal. Your heart has been gently pumping blood in a nice, even pattern. Your blood vessels have been relaxed and comfortable in this position. Now imagine your circulatory system is like a long garden hose that's been lying flat all night. If you suddenly lift one end straight up, the water takes a moment to catch up, and the pressure at the top drops. That's similar to what happens in your body. When you stand up too quickly, gravity pulls blood down to your legs and feet. Your heart and blood vessels have to work very quickly to counteract that pull and send enough blood back up to your brain. In our younger years, this response is almost instant. Like a well-oiled machine, everything adjusts without us even noticing. But as we age, our blood vessels can become a little less flexible. Think of them like a favorite pair of jeans that's been washed many times. Still good, still functional, but not quite as stretchy as they once were. This automatic adjustment system, called the autonomic nervous system, can be a bit slower to respond. It's not broken. It's just taking its time, like a wise friend who considers their words before speaking. This can lead to a brief, temporary drop in blood pressure to the brain. It's what causes that momentary dizziness or seeing a few stars. While it usually passes quickly, repeatedly putting your brain through this brief moment of oxygen deficit isn't ideal for its long-term health. Your brain is like a precious garden that needs consistent, gentle watering. Those moments of sudden pressure change are like briefly turning off the sprinkler system. Once or twice doesn't hurt, but day after day, your garden deserves better. So, what's the gentle solution? It's not about staying in bed longer. It's not about being afraid to stand up. It's about honoring the transition. I call it the 3-step sit, breathe, stand method. It's a simple, mindful practice that gives your body the time it needs to adjust gracefully. Think of it as having a polite conversation with your circulatory system instead of surprising it with sudden demands. Here's how it works. Step 1. Sit. When you wake up, before you even think about standing, simply push yourself up to a comfortable sitting position on the edge of the bed. Let your feet rest flat on the floor. Feel the solid ground beneath you. Step 2. Breathe. Now, just stay there for 30 to 60 seconds. Take 3 slow, deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Feel your feet on the floor. Notice how your body feels in this moment. This isn't wasted time. This is communication time. You're telling your heart and blood vessels, okay, we're changing position. Get ready. It's like giving your internal systems a gentle heads up. Step 3. Stand. After your breaths, place your hands on your thighs or a sturdy nightstand for support. Then slowly rise to a standing position. Take your time. Pause for another moment before you start walking. That's it. You've just turned a potential jolt into a smooth, harmonious transition. Your body will thank you for this kindness, and you'll start your day from a place of calm rather than rush. This small shift can make those dizzy moments a thing of the past. More importantly, you're beginning each day by listening to your body's wisdom rather than fighting against it. All right, so we've stood up safely and mindfully. What's next? For millions of us, the next step is a straight line to the coffee pot. While a morning cup of coffee is one of life's simple pleasures, and I'm certainly not here to take that away from you, starting with it can unknowingly contribute to what I call the rhythm of dryness. Let me explain what I mean. Overnight, as we breathe and our bodies perform their quiet repair functions, we lose a surprising amount of water. We lose it through our breath, through our skin, through all the gentle work our bodies do while we sleep. We wake up in a state of mild dehydration. This is completely normal. It's not a problem to worry about. It's simply the natural result of 8 hours without taking in any fluids. However, this means our blood is slightly thicker and more concentrated than at other times of the day. Think of it like this. Your blood should flow like warm water through your vessels, smooth and easy. But when you're dehydrated, it becomes a bit more like honey. It's thicker, a bit more sluggish, and your heart has to work harder to pump it everywhere it needs to go, especially to the tiny, delicate vessels in your brain. Now, here's where coffee enters the picture. Coffee is a diuretic, which means it encourages your kidneys to flush out more fluid. It's like telling your body, please release more water, at exactly the moment when your body is already running low on water. So, when your body is already in a fluid deficit, and your first drink of the day tells it to lose even more water, you're deepening that state of dehydration, right? When your brain and heart need hydration the most. It's like trying to fill a bathtub while the drain is wide open. You might get some water in there, but you're working against yourself. This doesn't mean coffee is bad. It means timing matters. Your body is simply asking for first things first. The solution here is wonderfully simple. It's about giving your body what it's truly craving before asking it to process anything else. The answer is what I call the morning glass of life. Before coffee, before tea, before anything else, the very first thing you should consume is a glass of plain water. I recommend room temperature, as it's less of a shock to your system than ice-cold water. Make it a ritual. Make it beautiful. Leave a glass you love on your nightstand before you go to bed, with the cover over it to keep it fresh. When you wake up, it's right there waiting for you, like a good friend. This becomes the very first act of self-care for your day. Before you take care of anyone else, before you tackle your to-do list, you take care of your body's most basic need. This simple glass of water helps to gently thin your blood, making it easier for your heart to pump. It delivers crucial hydration to your brain cells, and helps wake up your entire system gently and effectively. Think of it as lubricating your body's engine before you turn the key. Everything runs smoother when it's properly lubricated. Your coffee will even taste better afterward, I promise. Your taste buds will be more awake, more ready to appreciate those rich, warm flavors you love. This isn't about giving up coffee. It's about giving your body what it needs first, so it can better handle and enjoy everything that comes after. Many of my patients tell me that this one simple change made them feel more alert and clear-headed within just a few days. It's amazing how our bodies respond to this basic kindness. Now that we're moving mindfully and we've hydrated our system, it's time for fuel. But the type of fuel we choose is critical. Many traditional healthy breakfast foods can create a hidden challenge I call the rhythm of spikes. I'm talking about certain cereals, muffins, bagels, or even a large glass of orange juice. These foods might seem harmless, even nutritious, but they can send your body on an energy roller coaster that affects how you feel for the entire morning. Let me share a simple way to think about this. Imagine you're building a fire to keep you warm all day. If you throw a piece of paper on it, you get a big bright flash of flame that dies out almost immediately, leaving you cold again. But if you place a solid, dense log on the fire, it catches slowly and provides steady, consistent heat for hours. Your body's energy system works in much the same way. When you start your day with a high-sugar meal, your blood sugar shoots up rapidly. It's like throwing that piece of paper on the fire. There's a quick burst of energy, but it doesn't last. Your body responds by releasing a big wave of insulin to manage that sugar spike. Think of insulin as your body's cleanup crew, rushing in to deal with the sudden flood of sugar in your bloodstream. This can lead to a crash mid-morning, leaving you feeling tired and foggy. You know that feeling around 10 a.m. when you suddenly need another cup of coffee or something sweet. That's the crash. More importantly, this constant roller coaster of sugar spikes and insulin waves can, over time, contribute to inflammation in the body, including in the lining of our delicate blood vessels. We want stability, not spikes. We want that steady, warm log burning consistently rather than the quick flash that burns out. The gentle solution is to choose a breakfast that builds a slow, steady fire for your day. Let's call this approach the stable start. It's about choosing fuel that nourishes, not just fills. Food that works with your body's natural rhythms instead of against them. The goal is to include 3 key elements in your breakfast: protein, healthy fats, and fiber. These 3 work together like a team to keep your blood sugar stable and your energy consistent. Protein is like the foundation of a house. It gives your body the building blocks it needs and helps you feel satisfied. Think eggs, Greek yogurt, or a handful of nuts. Healthy fats are like the insulation in your walls. They help everything work more efficiently and keep you feeling full. Think avocado, nuts, or a drizzle of olive oil. Fiber is like the steady, reliable furnace that keeps everything running smoothly. It slows down the absorption of sugar and keeps your digestive system happy. Think whole oats, berries, or chia seeds. Here are some simple swaps that can make a huge difference. Instead of a bowl of sugary cereal, try a warm bowl of oatmeal topped with a handful of berries and walnuts. The oats provide fiber, the berries add gentle sweetness and antioxidants, and the walnuts give you protein and healthy fats. Instead of a plain bagel with jam, try a piece of whole grain toast with mashed avocado and a sprinkle of salt. You get fiber from the bread, healthy fats from the avocado, and it's incredibly satisfying. Instead of a large glass of orange juice, eat the whole orange to get all the beneficial fiber, and drink a glass of water alongside it. You get all the vitamins without the sugar spike. A stable start doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't require expensive ingredients or fancy recipes. It's about giving your body the building blocks it needs for sustained energy and a calm, stable internal environment. Your body will reward you with steady energy, clear thinking, and a sense of well-being that lasts throughout the morning and beyond. I want to share a story about a wonderful gentleman I know named Arthur. Arthur is 72, a retired woodworker from Wisconsin who spent most of his career crafting beautiful furniture with his hands. He came to see me at the clinic not because of a major health crisis, but because of small, nagging worries that were starting to affect his daily life. He told me, "Sarah, I just don't feel sharp in the mornings anymore. I get dizzy when I stand up, and sometimes my hand trembles a little. I love my woodworking, and I'm scared of losing that steadiness." Arthur had been experiencing exactly what we've been talking about today. His mornings had become a source of anxiety rather than a gentle start to his day. We sat down and talked, not about diseases or diagnoses, but about his morning routine. We uncovered the three rhythms we've just discussed: the rhythm of rush, the rhythm of dryness, and the rhythm of spikes. His morning was a quick jump out of bed, followed by 2 strong cups of black coffee and a sweet Danish pastry he'd grab on his way to his workshop. He'd been doing this same routine for years, never connecting it to how he felt. I didn't ask him to change everything overnight. That wouldn't have been fair or realistic. Instead, we started with just one thing: the 3-step sit, breathe, stand method. Arthur was skeptical at first. He said, "Sarah, I've been getting out of bed the same way for 70 years. How is sitting for a minute going to help?" But he was willing to try. He called me a week later and said, "You know, it felt silly at first, but the dizziness is almost gone. I actually look forward to those quiet moments before I start my day." Encouraged by this success, he was ready to try the second step: the morning glass of life. He found this harder at first because he truly loved his coffee ritual. It was one of his favorite parts of the day, so we made a compromise. He would drink his water while the coffee was brewing. He said it gave him something to do during those few minutes of waiting, and it became part of his routine rather than an interruption to it. After a month, he told me, "The morning fog seems to be lifting earlier. I feel more awake when I get to my workshop. My hands feel steadier when I'm working with my tools." Finally, we tackled breakfast. This was the biggest change for Arthur. He'd been eating that Danish pastry for years, often while standing in his workshop, barely tasting it. We worked together to find something he'd actually enjoy. He swapped his Danish for 2 scrambled eggs and a slice of whole wheat toast. Sometimes he'd add a slice of tomato from his garden. He admitted, "I don't get that 10 a.m. slump anymore. You know, that time when I used to need another cup of coffee and felt like I was moving through molasses? That's gone. I feel steady. My hands feel steadier when I'm working on detailed pieces." The beautiful thing about Arthur's story is that he didn't experience a miracle. He simply started listening to his body and giving it what it needed. His story isn't about preventing a specific disease or avoiding a particular outcome. It's about reclaiming a sense of vitality, clarity, and control over his well-being. It's about mornings that feel like a gentle beginning, rather than a struggle to overcome. Arthur is back in his workshop, creating beautiful pieces of furniture with the same skilled hands he's always had. But now those hands are steadier, and his mind is clearer. He tells me his mornings are now his favorite part of the day. "I wake up, and instead of rushing into the day, I ease into it," he says. "My body feels like it's on my side again." So let me recap our 3 gentle shifts for a more harmonious morning. First, we counter the rhythm of rush with the 3-step sit, breathe, stand method. We give our circulatory system time to adjust gracefully instead of shocking it into action. Second, we counter the rhythm of dryness with the morning glass of life. We hydrate our bodies first, before asking them to process anything else. And third, we counter the rhythm of spikes with a stable start to our day. We choose foods that provide steady energy rather than a roller coaster of highs and crashes. These aren't dramatic changes. They're gentle shifts that honor the wisdom of your body and work with its natural rhythms rather than against them. Now, as we close our conversation, I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. I don't want you to feel like you need to completely overhaul your morning routine starting tomorrow. The beauty of this approach is in its gentleness. Just like Arthur, you can start with one small change and build from there. So, here is my invitation to you. Choose just one. Maybe this week you'll simply practice the sit, breathe, stand method. Maybe you'll place that glass of water by your bed tonight. Or perhaps you'll swap your usual breakfast for something with protein, healthy fats, and fiber. Pick the one that feels easiest to you. The one that resonates most with your current routine. The one that feels like a gentle next step rather than a giant leap. And if you'd like, share in the comments below which one you're going to try. There is great power in making a small commitment, and we can all encourage one another on this journey. Remember, there's no timeline here. There's no perfect way to do this. There's only your way, at your pace, with kindness toward yourself. Please remember, your health is a journey, not a destination. It's a garden that you tend to each day with small, loving actions. Some days the garden grows beautifully. Other days, the weather doesn't cooperate. There will be days when you forget to drink your water first. Days when you jump out of bed too quickly. Days when you grab that donut instead of the eggs. And that's perfectly okay. There is no perfection required here. There is only progress, one gentle step at a time. Your body is incredibly forgiving and resilient. It's been with you through everything, and it will continue to be your faithful companion. Aging is not a decline. It is a different season of life, one that calls for more wisdom, more self-compassion, and more harmony between you and your body. You have incredible power to influence how you feel each day. That power isn't in a pill bottle or a medical procedure. It's in your choices, in your routines, in the quiet conversations you have with your own body. Every morning is a new opportunity to listen to what your body needs. Every morning is a chance to start fresh, to be kind to yourself, to choose harmony over rush. Your body has been trying to communicate with you for years. It's been patient, waiting for you to slow down enough to hear its gentle wisdom. Today, you've started that conversation. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. It's been an honor to be a small part of your wellness journey. Remember to be kind to yourself. Listen to the gentle whispers of your body, and know that every small step you take toward harmony is a profound investment in your future. Trust in your body's wisdom. Trust in your ability to make gentle, positive changes. Trust that you deserve to feel vital and clear-headed every morning. If you found this conversation helpful, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more gentle health wisdom. From all of us here at Oak Lane Wellness, we wish you mornings filled with peace, stability, and joy. Be well, my friends.